This video's length is the same amount of time as it took Tainan Dalpra to beat 4 opponents and become the 2026 middleweight world champion. This was the fastest run to a black belt gold medal in history, and in this video we're going to break down 4 key concepts he used to achieve such a dominating performance. One of the most impressive things about Tainan whenever he competes is how he is rarely in a bad position, and I don't just mean bottom side control or getting his back taken. Even when he is in front of his opponent, they are rarely able to set up any solid guard positions that are more than just temporary defenses. The first stage of this is making sure he never gets stuck in close guard. Anytime his opponents are able to pull before him, he almost always is able to keep one of his knees up off the floor and in between his opponent's legs, stopping them from fully locking their guard. Even if close guard isn't their goal, and they are trying to play a different position, Tainan is never passive when it comes to this portion of the fight. He is always breaking grips, clearing hooks, and continually looking to enter his preferred position to pass from, the headquarters. Tainan's passing from headquarters has been a staple of his top game for many years now, but at this recent Worlds, he really showed just how strong it can be. Tainan mixes his threats up to always make sure his opponent is in danger. Defend one and you're just opening yourself up to another. His headquarters passing can be broken up into 3 core moves. First is the knee cut. If he can get in between the line of his opponent's knees, he will have a good chance of completing his attack. If they are using a low knee shield and he can't get in between, he swaps for a grip on the pants to drag the knee behind him. If you want to defend a knee cut, you'll have to stop him from pinning your leg to the floor, but this just opens you up to a second threat, the smash pass. For this, we want to walk our legs to the other side. We can tuck our outside knee under our opponent's knee and then drop our weight down to get our chest on the outside of their leg. To power this up, we can use the same grip we had on the pants that helped us deal with the knee shield to now push and pin the knee to the floor. There's a bunch of ways to finish from this position, with the easiest being to step behind them or to swap our grip from the pants to the collar and long step in front. Tainan's third attack, and the thing we saw most in his recent run, is when his opponents don't let him fully smash their legs to the floor by keeping their legs open. He continues to pin the bottom leg, but will then make a quick change to swap sides and pass around the other leg to enter into a leg drag, which leads us into our next concept. You don't have the fastest black belt run ever by passing the guard and trying to stall it out. The way Tainan chooses to continue to apply pressure after he passes is ultimately what led him to getting such quick submissions. Tainan forces his opponents to expose their backs in a number of ways. The first is the threat of the score. Going to the turtle to avoid a guard pass is a very common way to try and prevent the attacker from getting the 3 points. While this does prevent the score, it now opens them up to getting their backs taken. Tainan also uses his positioning to give them little options but to turn away. His most common way to control after getting around his opponent's legs was with a leg drag. This forces their lower body to turn away, making them incredibly weak if they try and twist their spine to face him. From here, he can either wait for them to finish turning the rest of their body away, or he uses a grip behind their head or on their near tricep to turn their upper body away himself. We can see him do this in both his semi-final and final match. If he was successful with a knee cut or a different pass and is already in the side control, he will instead look to let his opponent turn in. By using a shin across their waist, it stops them from properly recovering their guard, allowing Tainan to jump straight across them into a chair sit. He maintains a grip on their collar the whole time, that same grip ultimately turning into a submission grip. One thing that is clear, whether he forces them to turn in or away, he doesn't just look for the hooks. He is also extremely active in setting up a choking grip. This forces them to decide which one to defend. That means no matter what, he will either win immediately or secure the back, the points, and then continue looking to submit from a position of more control. There's only one thing more impressive than becoming a world champion, and that's submitting everyone on your way to do it. What's even cooler is that Tainan hit 4 identical submissions in his matches. The double collar choke is easily my favourite submission. It's been my highest percentage finish in competition since I was a purple belt. I'm not saying I inspired Tainan to pick that submission, just that we don't know for certain that I didn't. He might have been a huge fan of the local grappling industry scene back in 2016. The double collar choke's simplicity is its biggest strength, but there's a few things we can do to make it even more high percentage. First is understanding how important our first grip is. Both hands contribute to the choke, but the arm over the shoulder does 90% of the work, so ensuring we have it zipped up tight to our opponent's neck and have taken all the slack out of it is key to having a powerful submission threat. Making an angle is the next step. Imagine you are trying to get into a position to armbar your opponent. Getting sideways wraps the collar more around their neck. The final tip is to bring your legs up over their arms. This can help remove their hands if they're using them to try and defend, but also, once you get your legs up, you can extend them to help push your opponent into the choke. If you want to pass the guard like Tainan, then first you need to be able to get your opponent down and get on top of them. The easiest way to do that is by pulling guard and sweeping. Make sure you know exactly how to win the guard pulling battle by checking out this video here. And if you found this content helpful, it would mean a lot if you subscribe to the channel.